Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Monday, which means it is time for another Nozz watches Vinland Saga. Oh boy, so in our last episode, Thor's fucking died like a pimp. Holy shit. Like, this is Berserk but Vikings, man. Like, and I'm super down for it. Like, I have no idea what's gonna happen to Thorfinn now this is going on. Like, I mean, like, to me, this reads like oh god, what's his name? What's his name? I forgot the guy. I already forgot the guy's name. I already forgot the guy's name who killed Thor. Shit, it wasn't Floki. Floki was the guy who hired him. It'll come back to me like the second I don't need to know it. But like he to me, it just screams like he's gonna be like, "Hey kid, let me teach you how to do murder." But like, I mean, maybe that's not how it goes. I don't know. It's just like this straight up. It's like this is some Berserk level shit, and I'm super down. I am so goddamn down. You have absolutely no idea, dude. Like, this show is big hype, and I'm excited, and I'm hoping that it gets even better. But hey, let's see how we go forward from here, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go! Motorcycle! Dude, man, like, this show is so good. It looks nice, story is nice, friggin' the fighting, it's... This has got the best fighting in a show that I've seen in a while. Cause there's no magic bullshit. Like, there's no like CG fighting. Like, oh man, just going right into it. Okay, neat. Like, for real, like so many shows nowadays. Yeah, like they don't really bother trying to have good fights. They'll like make it be like, oh no, I've got a bow and arrow, or a gun, or a fucking magic, so I don't actually have to show the fighting. That or it'll be CG, which looks like ass and there's no impact, but like good impactful fighting. Like it's been a minute. It's been a minute since we've seen that. Like, Shield Hero had it a decent bit, but like it did start leaning on magic a lot, like towards the later bit of it, which is kind of annoying. Like especially when like the budget started dying. Friggin' Goblin Slayer, I think, is the last one I can think of, like top of my head. It's like, yeah, no, that was some that one was like a masterclass of like impactful fighting. Cause I mean, it's like Goblin Slayer doesn't have magic. He's got a big fucking sword, and he's got like his trickery bullshit. But when he breaks out the sword or the club or whatever, like, nah, he's smacking motherfuckers up. Like, seriously, man, like you don't realize how much you miss like good fighting in a show until like you don't have it. Like it's a lost art sometimes, it feels like. Oh no, they ran out of alcohol. How will they survive? They can't drink water. That's how they'll get the gremlins. The troll's son. Perhaps he's some sort of gremlin. No, boy, don't drink the water. You'll get the gremlins. No! You fool! You'll catch cholera. Salt water. Can't drink that shit. There's a kiddo. Maybe you should have been a better Viking. Like, you know, kid, maybe if you'd been a better Viking, you could have saved your dad. I don't know, you know? Like, instead of not being a Viking. I'm being an asshole. I know, it's on purpose. Ah, yes, England. It's home. Straight up, if I had time travel, I'd go back to like pre-Roman England just to see how shit be. And then maybe I'd fuck with the timeline and just fucking shoot the Romans with a gun. I am your king now. Anyone who disagrees. Oh boy. Poor Thorfinn. Like, I've basically just been shitposting, like for the last few minutes, but like, man, poor kid. Kid, you don't want to be drinking from personal experience, no, you don't want to be drinking from the rivers. Someone's taking a shit in that river. Oh no, he's got the river madness. Oh god, oh shit. Ah yes. And the screams. Another thing from my homeland that happens a lot. Oh boy. There's some really bad neighborhoods back home. Really, like, really. What the fuck? That guy looked like a World War II era Chinese stereotype. What in the fuck, dude? Oh. They were going wife shopping. Alright then. But this show is really good at making people look absolutely horrific. Like, it really does, like, it reminds me of, like basically artistic representations of enemy groups, like, through history. Like, anytime you find, like, drawings of, like, a people that, like, a culture thought of as evil, like, they absolutely look like fucking monsters. It's great. We don't do that so much nowadays because, oh no, it's racist. But, like, nah, man. Like, there's some actual creative shit that goes into making that stuff happen. Taking, like, all the fears of a people and condensing it into one image. Yeah. So this kid, like, this kid just went for a sword that was, like a great sword that was twice as big as, you know, he should be having. This would be the perfect Viking guts right now. Stab him! Kill him, child! So prove that you're a Viking and not a bitch. Oh, hey, another sword. Man, that'll be useful. Oh my god, he did pick up a sword that's twice as big. He is guts. Swords don't make that noise just by moving them. Go for it, kid. Christ. Don't be a bitch. Coward. Absolute fucking coward. Even that guy's like, man, what a bitch. Man, maybe I killed the wrong one. Askeladd, that's his name, right? Yeah, Askeladd. Jeez. And now you're gonna do it the difficult way, kiddo, you stupid idiot. Stupid should just killed him while he slept. Poor bitch. See, even Askeladd's like, nah. Come on, kid. You did the dumbest thing possible. There's cowardly and then there's smart, kid. Like, as much shit as I give Adlet and Rocka no Yusha, at least Adlet's smart enough to use trickery to make up for the fact he's a wimpy babby. Go on, little baby guts, show him what you got. Sword's too heavy, idiot. Can't even pull it out of the fucking dirt. Seriously. Swing the sword. Don't let the sword swing you. Jesus. Like, when he picked that up, did he not at all think, like, hey, maybe this thing that's twice my height would be, you know, really bad to swing around? I don't know, just a thought on that one. So this is gonna be like one of, like, this is gonna be like Berserk, isn't it? Askeladd's gonna teach Thorfinn in order, like, to be a good boy. Went out like a pimp. I mean, every death is a normal death, but, like, in context, no, he went out like a fucking pimp. Like, seriously, man, like, this. Oh no. Oh no, it's the Band of the Hawk. Oh shit. Where's Askeladd's Baelit? Oh Jesus. The eclipse is coming. Oh Jesus Christ, no. Askeladd's gonna get caught molesting a queen's daughter. He's gonna get starved half to death. That's probably poison. Yep. It's big dumb idiot. Ugh. Oh, I'm laughing a little, but this is rough, dude. Like, this is, oh, poor kid. If he'd just fucking stayed home, this wouldn't have happened. Like, if he'd just stayed home, this wouldn't have been a fucking problem. Oh, hey. The town's waifu has the correct thought of it. Hey, stop being bitches. He's dead. Boo-hoo, the end. I'm going back to work. Fuck off. What a good girl. How did Thorfinn get away from them anyway? You'd think like someone would have just grabbed him and been like, hey, dipshit, no. You're not going on this half-baked revenge quest. You're like 1/8 that man's size. I think we know where all the fucking troll genes went. Oh god, I want Ylva to just strap up like in some fucking armor. Like a proper like shield maiden breastplate and everything. Like I know it'd be ahistorical cuz shield maidens like okay, you know what? I'll get into it later because like I know like when shit like that happens like people get upset and I just talk about it over everything else, but oh, I want it to happen no matter how fucking ahistorical it is. And before you fucking get shitty, wait till the end, because it's ahistorical in a very specific way. I love her. Best girl of the season. Move over, fuckers. Best waifu. Like, any Viking man should look at that and immediately just get the biggest, hardest fucking boner possible. Like, that's the woman you're gonna have to slay like 100 fucking Catholic priests to fucking impress. Stop trying so hard, you goddamn tryhard. Best waifu. Like, I'm surprised Angius isn't flooding the goddamn waifu channel on my Discord with her. Fuck. She's tall, muscular, strong. Fuck. And she's sensitive. Perfect waifu, right there. I'm surprised they let him keep that fucking sword. Like, they'd let him go back for it. I'm waiting for Askeladd to be like, hey, kiddo, you want to learn? Like, if you want to grow up and kill me, but like, fucking, like, do it properly. You're embarrassing me, kid. Well, at least he accepts it's kind of his fault. Well, I wouldn't say naive so much as he just didn't want to be fucking fighting anymore. The dude was retired. Like, but then I guess for Vikings you don't really retire, do you? I bet your sister got all the troll genes. Man, if only she'd come along, maybe your dad would be alive. Bitch. Like, I'm waiting for Askeladd to fucking do it. Yeah, but that blood's kind of thin based on how he's acting. God. Man, just slurp up that marrow, kiddo. Damn. Doggo! Alright, this is before the English drove wolves to extinction. Ooh. We wiped out all of the fauna on our island. You know, England used to have lions? Like, we used to have lions? Oh, boy. Jesus, poor doggo. Is it dead, or is it... Oh, no, that dog's big dead. That much blood? No, that dog is a big dead dog. Holy shit. Well, okay, at least now you got a new coat. A new pimp coat. I mean, very least, like, he's, you know, taking the lesson to heart. Like, he's sacrificing range for speed, but also it's a fucking weapon that's light enough for him to be able to goddamn use. Wow, you can throw a small knife! Wow, kiddo, you fucking moron. Like, to be fair, like, first rule of combat, don't throw your weapon unless you know you can get it back, or you got a spare one. So I mean, maybe you should get like that second knife we've been seeing hanging around in the opening. Well, I really do like that blade. It looks really nice, like, and it looks like historically accurate. One thing I do wish hey, he caught a rabbit. Congratulations, Thorfinn. I kind of wish that it had a crossguard. Just because if that's gonna be like his main battle weapon, like, you know they're gonna do like the cool movie thing where they cross blades and he catches it, right? And if he's CG Seagulls, right? And if he's only got the one blade, then he's gonna be doing it like this. But like without a crossguard, the other guy could very easily just go take his hand off. Like if he had two, he could like cross them and catch them in the bit between. Like no, that's not even like a HEMA thing. That's just like a cool movie look. In the name of Odin, I'ma stab your bitch ass. Alright, so I guess we're not doing the berserk thing. Alright. God, imagine if Thorfinn just murders this dude to death and just takes over. Becomes king of the pirates. Well, at least they'll wind up in Valhalla. Not like you cheating bitch. You're going directly to the bad part of hell. The bit where bitches go. Like, I really want to see Thorfinn win just because this is like a fucking David and Goliath thing. But he's still fighting like an idiot. Like, Christ, my dude. Like, fucking, you're gonna tire yourself out. You're gonna tire yourself out before you do anything. Christ. Ooh. God, I love that. Like, the kick is so swift and they put, like, just the right amount of, like, oomph into it. Like, they do that little thing where they blur it a little bit. Like, to give it the illusion of impact. It's fucking great. Oh, it was so close. That was such. Oh, that was some fucking shit right there, man. No, not honorable at all because he was looking away. But nah, man, that was some pimp shit. Don't kill kids after Labor Day. It's like the wimpiest throw ever, but it's still freaking like could have killed him if it wanted to. I mean, technically, he's a Viking. Like, I mean, in the way that like we define Vikings nowadays, which is ahistorical as fuck. Like, I mean, this kid hasn't raided and pillaged and murdered anything. So, I mean, technically he's not a Viking by sheer definition. Like, I don't actually, like, I mean, like, did they just call themselves the Danes or the Norse? I mean, no, Norse was what we called them. Like, we as in, like, people who are not Vikings. I mean, like, you got the Danes, like, that's, like, one way, that's what the English called them. Like, but not everyone was from Denmark. And I guess, I don't know. But, alright, well, guess I get the same thing, but... So, Shield Maidens. I said I would talk about them, and how the fact that, like, they're ahistorical as fuck, but only in a very specific way. So, um, Vikings, I'm just gonna use the Vikings in the ahistorical definition because basically it's become the historical definition because fuck it. It has, hasn't it? When the men were away doing raids and shit, like there was very like they would take basically everyone, like everyone who's able-bodied to like raid the coasts of England and the rest of Europe, because it's their kind of their religion. Yeah, like if you're a warrior, you can be a warrior. Now you gotta go for it. You can't just stay home and like tend the farm. I mean, that's what women are for, right? That's what they thought. Don't fucking take that out of context. I swear to God, for fuck's sake. So women would learn how to fight and how to do all that, because if something happened while the men were away and the village came under attack, women would be expected to take up shields and swords, hence the term shield maiden, and defend the village. Occasionally, though, you did get women who rose to the occasion, and they did become Vikings themselves. They became actual raiders and proper thing. Like, okay, so I mean, yes, like Viking literally means raider, right? It means it's a warrior, someone who goes out and they fight and they raid and they pillage. Like anyone else is like it's whatever they called themselves is fucking irrelevant at this point. They're Norse. There's a difference between Norseman and a Viking. And so like a shield maiden is a Norseman. Like a shield maiden who goes on pillaging with the other men, that's a Viking. And they're very I don't want to say rare. I don't want to say rare because like we don't know really like enough about the Vikings, because the Vikings were really fucking bad at keeping their own history, and most of their history was taken down by Christians after a lot of it had been done. And also what Vikings did write down is possibly just a historical myth. All we can go off is like stuff that we know probably happened and like what we found. And there has been evidence of women being buried with the full honors of like an actual Viking or like a warlord, which I mean but once again, we don't know enough about them. Like even then, like, even if they were like massively common, like Christianity would have completely like hidden their existence, because hey, guess what Christianity doesn't like? They don't like women being outside the fucking traditional roles. Yay! They did the same thing with the Greeks. Fucking Jesus. And then they straight. I'm not repeating myself from the God of War thing, but they actually did this bigly with the. They did this bigly. Fuck, I've been making memes too hard. They did this like really heavily with their mythology as well. Like Frigg and Freya are the same person. Like it's just two different names for the same deity depending on where you are. Difference being is that Freya or Frigg, same person. Not only is she a mother god, but she's also a warrior god and a nature god, god of childbirth, and a god of hardcore raw dog and fucking. Christians don't like that, so they just kind of split her apart into two people. One's the pure virginal, like, oh, I'm the mother god, and the other one's like, no, nature and fucking and fighting and fucking sometimes at the same time, like, because the Christians don't like women being associated with fighting and the vulgar things. So for all we know, yeah, shield maidens were massively common. Just fucking had them erased from history by Jesus. Fucking Jesus. That was a tangent, wasn't it? That was just a big old tangent. But yeah. I hope Ylva does go on and does become like an actual fighter. Like an actual, like, someone who fights alongside Thorfinn. If only because Thorfinn's kind of a bitch, and I feel like he's going to, like, in this whole thing full of Vikings, like, big, strong, tough boys, like, Thorfinn's gonna be, like, essentially the rogue. He got these two daggers, he's gonna be using the fact that he's fucking tiny, just, like, stab motherfuckers. And I feel like if he does build a party, like, you know, to go off to Vinland, which I imagine is the end goal of this, hence the fucking title, like someone who's big and strong, like, and got that big dick energy would be very good to have on the team, and having it be his sister would be a very, very cool thing, because it would also help separate her from like every other, you know, big dick Viking who's going around with the big dick energy. I don't know. It's a cool idea. I hope that they do something with that, because they're kind of setting up that she's like big and independent and big strong. Like, she got all the muscles. I mean, I get the feeling like I was getting the feeling of like Berserk from this, where like Askeladd would fucking like teach him, because like, oh man, this guy's got big dick energy. He wants to murder me. Alright, fucking cool. Like, and also like I feel like he kind of respects Thor's. So like, you know, I kind of be like, okay, Thor's, I'll help you out here, buddy. Like, won't fight one big dick G to another big dick G. But didn't really turn into that, did it? I mean, I'm kind of glad, because I mean we've already got Berserk, right? We don't need two Berserks. Oh god, fucking guts, please stop being on hiatus. Fucking Berserk anime, stop being garbage. Fuck's sake, can Berserk just, one, like, actually continue, and two, actually get a good fucking adaptation that does it from the start? Please? God damn it. Oh boy. But other than that, like, I am actually, like, I do really like the way this show kind of is, like, each episode is kind of self-contained. Like, it's got, like, a very clear beginning, middle, and end, you know? Like it's got, like, that clear, like, overarching story, like, hey, we're starting here in Iceland, and over here's where we're headed. And that's good, but, like, but each episode is like, hey, starting out, it's like, hey, we're all, like, Thorfinn, like, snuck aboard the boat and followed them to England, and he plans on killing Askeladd. And he gets his ass beat multiple times, but he learns. Slowly but surely, he learns how to be a capable warrior. And then finally, he challenges Askeladd again, only to discover that while he has improved, he's nowhere near ready yet. And he needs to learn what it is to be a Viking, which sets up the next arc. It's like, okay, I know what I've got to do. How do I get there? And I do like that. Like, there's a lot of shows, like, nowadays that are just, like, the entire series is just one big fucking long arc. And it's, like, at the end of each episode, you're like, okay, well, I guess I gotta fucking wait now. But, like, with stuff like this, it's like, oh, man, that's a good story right there. Like, it feels like a collection of story. Like, I get it. Like, it's one big story, but it feels like there's each episode is its own story. And it's good, and we don't see that nearly enough, and I don't know why. Why did we move away from that? Like it feels a lot more fulfilling to have that end goal and be like, hey, got it, fam. It's good. I like it. I like it a lot. I like the show a lot. This is just, like, pure, like, mwah on this. But, yeah, that's really all I gotta say. So, let me know what you thought of this down there in the comments. Whether you liked this, disliked it, or you want to bring up something I left out. Because, hey, maybe there's a thing that happened. And if you know more about Vikings than I do, which, I mean, is possible. I mean, I try and learn as much about Vikings as I can, but honestly, most of, like, what I learned about Vikings, like, leaned heavily into their mythology, because their mythology is so fucking baller, and so much of their history is just fucking gone. But yeah, if you know more about the actual Viking history and not just, like, their mythology and their culture, then hey, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, as always, everybody, I am Nozz. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, share this video, tell your friends, and hit that share button down below. If you want, you can always support me on Patreon, which is linked down there in the description, or on the end card, links to my other videos if you want to look at those. And if you do support me on Patreon, get a special patrons-only Discord channel on the open Discord server that anyone can join, link down in the description. And in that channel, you can recommend things to be less played, less watched, live streamed, whatever. And also we have our special patrons-only movie night that we do once a month. Sometimes I'll like open up another one, like if I'm like, hey, I got literally nothing to do. But I don't know, I wouldn't count on that one. But Yeah, when we do that on the second week of every month, usually we take a day, hang out in Discord. We watch some movies using a screen sharing thing. We play some video games, watch a movie, just hang out. It's a lot of fun. So let's just kind of shoot the shit with people for a day. It's good. But yeah, hey everybody, I'll see you in the next video. But most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today, and I will see you around the road.